The failure of the Articles of Confederation brought a necessity for a new, revised Constitution that gave rights to the American citizens. The Bill of Rights and the Constitution gave more personal rights that helped with security and brought opportunities for the citizens. These include freedom of speech, right to bear arms, and fair trials. The new Constitution also brought important responsibilities that the citizens should live up to. Voting is a major responsibility that can affect people's lives for years to come. Also, the creator of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution had to be responsible with the power that they had. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights gave a majority of people a feeling of security and self-determination. These important documents, rights, and responsibilities helped to shape the future generations.
The Articles of Confederation was the original form of government for the U.S. However, it did not function as intended. The Articles did not give the federal government enough power to request for troops or money from the states. Also, the states were near collapse due to the lack of a strong economy, and the central government was weakening by the day. For these reasons, the government collapsed in 1876. The Articles of Confederation gave the government officials an idea of what not to do. The government leaders had started to worry about the nation and what would come from the failure of the Articles of Confederation.
Leaders like James Madison, George Washington, and Alexander Hamilton got together to begin drafting a new constitution. They believed in a strong central government and democracy where the people ran the government. The U.S. Constitution created the three branches of government: judicial, legislative, and executive. A majority of the states were in favor, while smaller states wanted an equal voice in the U.S. Congress. The Constitution consisted of 7 articles. Article 1, 2, and 3 state that the responsibilities and powers of the three branches of government. These articles keep equal power among the three branches of the government and keep them from gaining power or advantages over the others. Articles 1, 2, and 3 keep the whole government stable and secure from power-hungry politicians and representatives. Article 4 of the Constitution keeps the states in association with each other. This means the citizens in one state are treated the same in all the others. Article 5 of the Constitution allows changes to be made to the Constitution. Article 6 allows the national government to overrule the state government. And finally, Article 7 of the Constitution states that 3/4 of all the states have to approve for the U.S. Constitution to change. The Constitution was signed on September 17, 1787, and ratified on June 21, 1788. This created some stability and security in the nation. Although the new Constitution did much to ameliorate living standards, many thought it wasn't enough.
Anti-Federalists were in support of a Bill of Rights. They believed the Bill of Rights would protect citizens from the power of the national government. The Anti-Federalists believed that a Bill of Rights would benefit the people because then they would know when their rights were being threatened or violated. Federalists, on the other hand, believed that a Bill of Rights wasn't necessary and would ruin the federal government. The Federalists believed in their Constitution so much that they wrote 85 essays called the Federalist Papers. These essays explained their emotions and actions that they wanted to take in order to keep a strong central government with equally distributed power. They believed that it would ruin the strong central government they had just created and wouldn't protect the citizens when needed. The opposing sides argued over this topic for several months. They debated and argued for a prolonged period of time. Finally, George Washington sent documents to all 13 states on October 2, 1789. The original 12 amendments were proposed in these documents. By December 15, 1791, 3/4 of all states had ratified 10 of these amendments. These ratified amendments became known as the Bill of Rights.
These 10 new amendments that offered protection to the citizens were freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition, right to bear arms, quartering acts, protection from unreasonable searches and seizures, protection from the government's powers, right to a fair trial and attorney, right to civil case trial with monetary relief, right to non-excessive bail, and prevention from cruel and unusual punishment or torture. It gives unwritten rights. You have more rights than are in the Constitution. The state is allowed to create laws, but the federal government can overrule these laws and rights the state has made. The two amendments that weren't passed were a formula used to determine House of Representatives based on population and determining when Congress can change its pay.
After the addition of the Bill of Rights, many citizens felt a sense of security and freedom. They also felt that they had more power, rights, and protection from the government. Citizens gained many rights that helped to ensure people's freedom. The Bill of Rights helped the nation gain stability and security. The people were now happy and stable. There was very little political stirring after the Bill of Rights was passed. The Bill of Rights also had many long-term effects. For example, it has set the standard for how people all over the world should live, be treated, and the rights that they have. It has let people voice their opinions all throughout history and make changes that positively help others around them and to help themselves. The rights and freedoms that the people gained has led to monumental changes throughout the course of the U.S. to make sure that it is stable, secure, and free. The bill also helped the U.S. gain traction as a country and to split away from the traditions set by previous countries.
The Bill of Rights has played a major role in the achievements and advancements made to help benefit society. It has given people the opportunity to try new things and step out of their comfort zone. It has also allowed people to protest and to change laws and create new items and ideas. The creator of the Bill of Rights and Constitution had to be responsible with the power that they had. These creators believed that no one person should have too much governmental power. This idea came from the putrid experience that came from the monarchy government, where there is a king and queen. The Constitution and Bill of Rights gave a majority of people a feeling of immovable independence and solidified rights.
In conclusion, the Constitution and Bill of Rights have changed the U.S. government and the way people live. These citizens had to endure hard and brutal experiences to fight for our country. They had to tolerate unfair ruling and severe taxing. This hardship was the beginning of the strong and free government thriving today. The Articles of Confederation paved the way for the U.S. Constitution by giving the Founding Fathers an idea of what not to do. They learned from their mistakes and persevered to create a strong and powerful government. The Fathers were very responsible and selfless when making these documents and had the people's interests in mind. They gave people rights and responsibilities that were all equal. These have been upheld for hundreds of years and have yet to fail the citizens of the United States. These actions of responsibility and courage are the main reason for the strength and longevity of the U.S. government. All in all, these founding documents have driven the U.S. to possess a unique and extraordinary equal government.